Hello, people of the world. Today we are going to be making a winter wonderland fjord. So, at first I didn't know I was going to make a fjord, so that's why it has like the spots and the wrong mane and tail. But now I figured out what kind of horse I wanted to make, because at first I was going to make a fancy, but then it was just a little too hard because it didn't have the speckles I needed. And if you're wondering what app I'm using to do this, it's called Snapshot, I think. And yeah, you can create your own horses, and it's not sponsored, but it's a really great app to use. And yeah, so right now I'm just deciding what kind of nose I would like, and sorry for the kind of shaking recording here. So I decided on this nose after seeing like this reference, and it's so far looking pretty good. And at first I was going to go with this kind of Christmas tree kind of green, but later you'll see that I kind of switched that up and decided to go with a much brighter green. And I decided to go with a nice black bridle that looked really nice. And you know, I usually always pick the color black for my saddles. I don't know, they just seem to go with everything. I don't actually own a white saddle in Star Stable. And in Star Stable, I usually just pick a black saddle. Well, okay, if you make an exception for the black and white saddle, then yes, I do have that. But here, I've decided to just add some bling to it. And don't mind this little left thing in the corner. It's, I don't know, it's just part of my screen recording app. And I decided to go with this nice bright red, which is actually where I decided to change it up and go with the bright green to match with the bright red. And these are some Christmas colors, so that's why I decided to not go matchy-matchy, which usually I love to match, but I had to make it Christmas themed, so yeah. Here I just decided to add a half pad. I decided to go with this white saddle shaped one. And of course I went with this black saddle that looked really nice. And I didn't go with the black half pad just because I didn't really like how it made the saddle look, and I thought the white kind of popped out a little more. Alright, now I am going down to get my girth. Unfortunately, with this app, you kind of have to drag the thing up frame by frame, which is one of the things I don't really like, but I mean, it's really good if you just want to record a small video. And sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He is currently barking. He is quite annoying. Alright, and basically right now I am deciding to go with this bright green little, what do they call it? I totally had a brain fart there, but front leg wraps and these bright red back leg wraps. And I thought it looked quite nice, and I actually was considering putting the light green in the back, so it like for the back wraps instead, but I decided to leave it because it was just too much work. So here I am bringing up my I think this is... Okay, that's my yoke. Or my chest plate, whatever you want to call it, chest pad. And of course I decided to go with the color black for this. Alright, and I'm trying to figure out the good position for this, but it doesn't seem to fit anywhere. Come on, just fit. Okay. And I'm just gonna move this a bit. Okay, there. There they are, the black reins. It's so hard to drag this stuff up, but as long as I get to make a video out of it, I don't really care, because this only took me about 10 minutes. Also, well, it took me about 10 minutes because at first I was filming myself doing a different horse. So, yeah, until I decided I wanted this one. Because I was going to do the Fonzie, and then I was going to do, like, the goat horse. I forget what it's called. Then I was going to do the Brinicle, and then I decided back on the goat horse. But then I was like, wait, the goat horse is too hard to make. So I just decided on a Fjord. And I decided on a Fjord because they're like, kind of, like, cold resistant horses. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to drag this thing up, and it looks like an icy horse, so like a horse and rider, and it's like ice. So I just decided to go with this because it looks really nice. All right, drag this up and boop. That should be good. And yeah, so bye, you guys.